Hey, this is Eve Mayer from evemayormedia.com. And today I'm going to talk about LinkedIn trending. So let's talk about engagement and trending on LinkedIn, a topic that I think is really mysterious to many people. But the thing that you need to know is the overall engagement on LinkedIn is growing 50% year over year. So, this is something to really pay attention to. There has been an increase of 25% in responses for the average poster. So, you're not imagining things if people are actually liking your posts now, responding to your posts, asking questions. And before you kind of felt like a bit of a loser waiting for somebody to respond to you or like something on LinkedIn. There's been a 5% increase in the frequency of people actually posting. It's small, but it's still notable. So let's talk about trending. What is trending on LinkedIn? Has this ever happened to you on LinkedIn where you use a hashtag and suddenly you get a notification from LinkedIn that you're trending? When it happens to me, I feel pretty smart, like perhaps my content matters. Maybe this will trend on its own. And if you feel the same, here is a bit more scoop on trending on LinkedIn. LinkedIn recently kind of re-swizzled the algorithm, giving more exposure to the posts of members in their own network. What this means is that when you post on LinkedIn, more of your network really sees it. This reduced the exposure of like super contributors by about 8%. So now in your feed, you have a better chance of seeing a post from someone in your network than before, and a slightly less chance of seeing like a post from Gary Vaynerchuk or Bill Gates, for example. LinkedIn Trending is a curated feed of both internal and external business related news, stories, and events. And the feed is serviced by an algorithm, but it's curated by actual humans that are picking out what they think is going to perform well. There's no information currently as typical on how the algorithm works. That way you can't like figure out how to game it. And recently, LinkedIn themselves did give a few tips to marketers on the platform's best practices. How can you thrive in the wake of this like LinkedIn change with the algorithm? And here were their takeaways. Number one, do genuine, meaningful conversations versus self promotion and just talking about yourself. Use real words, not just words in your industry that people won't understand. The algorithm does not favor, they say, a particular post format like text, images, video, and so on. It doesn't favor anything. In the past, we've heard that from LinkedIn, and that always wasn't the case. Right now, from what I'm seeing, I'm really not sure yet. I see definitely people who are allowed to go live on LinkedIn perform very well with the notifications and the algorithm. Video, I think, looks good, but I'm not seeing the issues I used to see with pictures on LinkedIn that really wouldn't respond and get posted up in the feed. People should post things that always encourage a response rather than simply drop links and expect engagement. If you just put a link in there and you expect somebody to give an opinion when you've given no opinion, it's not going to happen if you don't stir up controversy or ask a question. The engagement it seems to have an effect on getting to the trending feed, but it's like not the only factor. So if a lot of people are liking or commenting on it, you have more of a chance to trend, but it's not the only thing that they're looking at. And one thing that will surely get you not doing very well in trending is posting too much. So if you are going and posting 20 to 30 times a month, typically on your own LinkedIn profile, it could have a negative effect on getting on the trending feed. So, what's your story? Give me your feedback. Do you like what you're seeing on the LinkedIn feed better these days than before? And are you interacting more with your network? I feel like I am. Have you trended on LinkedIn? And what did you trend for? Are you using the hashtags? Give us the scoop.